Tecware sent me a keyboard for review. Let's have a look on the inside. This is a Tecware Phantom Plus Elite, and it seems like a really, really good keyboard. I heard that there's aluminum in here, and 3 and 5 pin hot swappable, double shot PPG. Let's have a look. There's a little seal on the back that we had to break, right there. And let's have a look on the inside. I mean, this box right now looks awesome. Look at the back. Tells you all about the different switches that you can possibly get. And I got the brown switches, brown tactile. And I'll be commenting on those later. And then you get all the information on what you're going to get in here. That's pretty damn cool. Let's open it up. And I guess you guys get to see it first. Whoa, okay. What does this say up at the top? Tecware, thank you for purchasing Phantom Plus. We've done multiple upgrades over the previous generations in order to give you the best out-of-box experience for a mechanical keyboard. We hope you'll like it. Alright. This is Tecware, gives their website, and then on the back it gives you function commands and whatnot. Let's put that to the side right there. Alright. Ooh, 4 included key switches. We'll talk about those later, I guess. Okay, nice little baggie for the 2.4 GHz dongle. Heard there's no space to save that, so that's kind of irritating. Let's pull you out. Come on. So we'll look at that keyboard later, obviously. Got these 2 side foam pieces. And then you got a cable and a switch puller. Why can't you guys see that? Oh, right there, switch puller. Alright, so find somewhere to put this. I go up floors. I live on the 1st floor, and I'll always go to 2nd or 3rd floor to not give away my address. So I can't really just easily put stuff away. Okay. Oh, this cable's actually really nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at this. So it has the coiled-ish design, right, with this part here, and then it's a braided cable. That's really nice. And USB A to C. Good to see it. And then this is just a base keycap and key switch puller. Right, and right here, again at the top, wow, this box design is really nice. This is one of the nicest boxes I've seen. And at the bottom, it tells you about it. You have a Shroud V2 cover, a switch plate, a sound absorption foam, pour-on foam, PCB, sound absorption foam, and bottom case. Interesting. Right, let's have a little look at the keyboard itself. Alright. Looking fire. Looks like an 80% keyboard to me. And nothing special. Right, this has some play. Give me a second. Yep. I read about this. There's a magnetic mechanism that lets you basically connect this on. It's a bit dirty, I will say. But hey, that's pretty cool. Which is its stackability. And it all comes for $70 if I recall correctly. Wow, that's nice. Let's have a look at those keycaps that are double shot PVT apparently. Which I'd not be surprised, honestly. Double shot PVT is common now. But whoa, yep. Sure enough, there's the escape key. That's nice. Good quality keycaps, it seems. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let's see. Try and turn it to the on mode. Yep. RGB. There's shine through keycaps. That's nice. That's nice. I want to have a look on the inside of this later to see what it's really about. Wait, these switches feel linear. Give me a sec. Huh. What the? There's a tactile bump at the start. So the way that most tactile switches work is you're basically nothing, so linear, and then tactile, like a little tactile bump, and then linear, right? For just a bit more. This is like tactile, linear, and it just kind of feels like a harder to press linear switch. Going off of just first impressions, don't buy the tactile switches. There's really not much reason, it seems. Huh. Now let's have a look at those hot swappability, see if I can actually take some of the stuff out. I always do the escape key, bro. The escape key gets so damaged. Okay, taking that off. This is aluminum, I've heard, but I can't really just test that without magnets. What the hell? This key switch is holding in. Like its life depends on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to break this. I don't want to break my key switch. Okay. We have to look on the inside to make sure it's hot swap. I'm quite sure it is. There's not much reason for them to lie about hot swap ability. But those are really hard to get off. So if you want to switch out the key switches, you're in for a tough time. Inside looks pretty nice. Ooh, Tecware logo. Wait, what the? Okay. I gotta show you this, right? The Tecware logo is right here. The Tecware logo is right here. Why? Why Tecware? That's a weird choice. I mean, overall, looks like a really nice build. Some pretty obvious screws that you can see. So, that might be frustrating for you. I mean, 2.4 gigahertz dongle doesn't look half bad. That's your USB-C port. That's your Bluetooth and whatnot. Really good look. Love the box, this packaging, and this keyboard looks really good. First impressions. So let's have a little look on the inside, I guess. Alright, let's have a look at the inside. So this thing actually broke off from here, but this isn't my fault because you can see this very crimped, and I didn't crimp it this much. So this was broken, which kind of frustrated me. Lifting all this up and away. This right here is just a controller board. This has your switch that can go between, and then this has your USB-C. It's no good. I mean, like, there's nothing interesting there, right? It's fine, nothing special. This is your first layer of foam and your second layer of foam. So this is a thicker, harder layer of foam, and this is very squishy like that. And then you got your battery connector, and then you got your USB connector right there. You got your main chip. Is that your main chip? Should be. And then you got some extra pins. If you do want to mod stuff, you can do that there. A lot of empty space. Could have fit in a screen. In the middle, you got this extra little bit of foam. Kind of gasket-ish foam. And there's nothing special about this board, just in general. Just taking a look around it. You can definitely see how each thing is actually pretty good to hold in the switches. No loose bits, nothing wrong at all. But I feel like they could have done something interesting with this keyboard. I feel like this keyboard is just too lackluster and normal. But hey, there isn't much issues with this, and just that one little bit that I really couldn't have done because it wouldn't have been this crimped down. Like, all of this kind of got lost. So there is some issues with my model, and that shows you that, hey, either they didn't expect me to go inside of it, which is fair, I guess, or they aren't faking their review unit. So that's good to know. Chucking everything around. Okay, down, down, down. Chucking you up. Connect. This sitting on top is doing a lot of odd things to the phone. Wait, let me see. Yeah, that would have gone through there. Does it fit? Oh no, okay, there's no screw there. Huh. Okay, so this guy is just made weird. This guy's made to be knocked off. Because the way that this is set up is, if you look, this just comes down and that hits to about there. There's no screw post there. That's just empty. There's just emptiness. That's weird. I don't like that. That design's odd. And they should at least just take this out. Like, why is this still there? But I didn't realize this earlier. This is pretty interesting. Your caps lock, and then your other LED. Where's your antenna? Some interesting stuff there. But, Nothing interesting. Some interesting stuff, but barely. And then you just kind of fit this back on, just like that. And you screw in all the screws. Let's count the screw posts because this is a lot of screw posts. 1. Okay, let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 screws to hold in a whole keyboard. 13. 13's a lot, it feels, so not the best thing. Choosing 13 was an odd thing to do, but hey, it works, right? These stabilizers are alright. You see that they got play in them, but it's okay, right? It's fine. What I find weird is that the screws are all in these spots and there's no screws in this area, for example. They could have put like 1, 2. Would have made way more sense. If they put a screw up here, why don't they just put a screw up here? I would have loved a bit more symmetry to it, but hey, it's fine, right? I'm happy with the amount of foam that was included. 3 layers of foam is pretty good, with 1 between those 2 and then 2 down there. Looks good to me. Looking good, looking good. Gonna squish everything down. And yeah, nice setup. I wish that there's some, modularity, modability that made it interesting to look at, but it's just a regular board, and you aren't buying this keyboard for any modding stuff. It's just a regular board. So it kind of leaves something to be desired, but maybe this is something that you're okay with. Alright, so let's go over a bit of my first impressions of using this keyboard. This keyboard is a linear keyboard with some tactileness at the start, right? So yes, in theory this is tactile, but feels very linear. There's nothing wrong with connections. Connections are really, really good. It's fast. And these keys are actually quite good for gaming, right? They have a short travel distance and they'll come back quite fast. So it's quite nice. And honestly, great to use. And their cable. This included cable is awesome. I'm going to use this for like everything just because of this quillness. It looks great on a desk, right? I wish that they had more color options, right? This is a retro look, and I do like that little retro look. Fine. But like, come on, give me a blue cable. Like, that would have been fire. Or like a pink cable. Ooh. But this feels great to use, and the switches take a second to adjust to, from whether you're coming from tactile or linear. But, I mean, is there really that much to hate? Very simple design, right? You don't get anything that's crazy. You just get 2 LEDs, and that's it. Literally it. So if you want just a regular aluminum-ish keyboard, then you can pick this up. And I haven't really noticed any issues with it at all. And in a full review, I might notice some issues, and I might bring those up. But for now, pretty damn good keyboard, especially for the price. So once you get to higher prices, you can buy your Bridge 75, your Lucky 65, your Rainy 75s, right? And those make way more sense to get, but just, this keyboard is decent. What the? Okay, there's some paint imperfections. There is some paint imperfections. You can't see it, but along the way, there's tiny little paint imperfections. And, ooh. Oh yeah, I did notice this. Okay, so you scratch this. This area gets scratched quite a bit. So let me see. Look at that. You scratch it. I have tested, you can erase these, but that's kind of a pretty big issue. So I guess you can't really use it without the top cover. You need that top, what do we call it, top shroud cover. You really do. But, I mean, hey, it's not that bad to use, right? As long as you're a bit careful here. Should be fine, right? And the RGB is gorgeous. There's so many different modes that you can use. Their software is like, alright. Not the best software, but hey, you get so much options with it. Alright, man. That's been my little first overview of this. And I'll have a full review coming out in the next few weeks, but for now, I love this keyboard.